Imagine a priceless diamond locked in a vault. No one can touch it. No one can have it. The harder people try, the more valuable it becomes. Now imagine that same diamond tossed onto a sidewalk. Suddenly, it's just another shiny stone under the sun. Here's the truth most people don't want to admit. Your value, your respect, your influence, even your relationships works the exact same way. What you make scarce becomes precious. What you make too available becomes disposable. This is the psychology of scarcity. And whether you realize it or not, it's controlling your life every single day. From billion-dollar marketing campaigns to the way people treat you in relationships. Scarcity is the invisible hand that dictates value. And once you understand it, you can flip the script. You can stop chasing approval and start making people chase you. But be warned, this is one of the most dangerous hacks in human psychology. Because when you use it, people don't just want you, they feel like they need you. Scarcity is the ultimate value multiplier. Scarcity is wired deep into our brains for survival. When something is rare, we assume it must be important. When something is hard to get, we believe it must be worth it. Marketers exploit this every single day. Only 5 left in stock. Offer ends at midnight. Limited edition. They're not just selling products, they're selling urgency. They're selling the illusion that if you don't act now, you'll lose something forever. And that fear of loss, known as loss aversion, is far stronger than the desire to gain. Think about how this plays out in your personal life. The friend who always makes time for everyone, they get ignored. The friend who's always busy, who's hard to reach, suddenly they're in demand. The partner who's always available, taken for granted. The one who pulls back a little, desired more. This is the scarcity principle in action. The less accessible you are, the more valuable you become. And here's the twist. This isn't about manipulation. It's about understanding that availability shapes perception. If you want people to value you more, stop throwing yourself into every moment, every conversation, every request. Instead, create space. Create scarcity. The scarcity trap. Why people devalue what's free. Think about the last time someone gave you advice for free. Did you take it seriously? Probably not. Now imagine that same advice came from a high-priced consultant charging $500 an hour. Suddenly, the same words feel like gold. Why? Because we equate scarcity with value. When something feels unlimited, our brains assume it has no worth. This is why free content online is ignored, while a $997 course on the same topic feels life-changing. This is why someone who texts you every hour feels clingy, while the person who takes 3 days to reply feels important. The brutal truth. People don't value abundance. They value rarity. And here's where most men go wrong. They try to earn value by giving more attention, more time, more effort. But in reality, the more you give without boundaries, the less you're respected. The forbidden hack is simple. Pull back. Don't be everywhere. Don't always say yes. Don't make yourself an endless resource. Because when you do, people start to see you as background noise. The psychology of scarcity teaches us this. Your absence can speak louder than your presence. How to weaponize scarcity in daily life. So how do you actually apply scarcity without becoming manipulative or toxic? The key is balance, creating just enough distance that people lean in closer. Here's how. In conversations, don't over-explain. Speak less, pause more. Silence creates weight. When your words are rare, people listen harder. In relationships, maintain your own goals and routines. Don't drop everything to be available. When your time is scarce, it signals that your life is valuable. In business, limit your availability. Don't beg for opportunities. Position yourself as someone who chooses, not someone who waits to be chosen. Scarcity makes your skills, your presence, your brand magnetic. In self-improvement, even with yourself, scarcity works. Limit distractions. Restrict access to your own energy. The fewer things you allow into your circle, the stronger your focus becomes. Scarcity doesn't mean neglecting people. It means raising the cost of access. And when access has a cost, people treat it with respect. The dangerous side of scarcity. Of course, every forbidden file has a warning. Scarcity is powerful, but it's also dangerous. Used wisely, it makes people value you. But if pushed too far, it creates resentment, confusion, even manipulation. If you withhold too much, people may walk away. If you make yourself too scarce, they may decide you're unreachable. The art lies in the balance, being available enough to stay connected, but scarce enough to stay respected. Think about luxury brands. They don't sell everything to everyone. They release limited drops. They make people wait. They create exclusivity, and as a result, they command loyalty, desire, and status. You can apply the same principle to yourself, not by faking scarcity, but by living in a way that naturally prioritizes your time, your goals, your self-respect. That's when scarcity transforms from a trick into a lifestyle. You've just unlocked one of the most powerful forces in human psychology, the scarcity principle, the hidden law that makes people chase what they can't have, respect what they can't easily reach, and value what feels rare. Now you have two choices. You can keep living like most people, overgiving, oversharing, over-explaining, hoping to be valued, only to be overlooked. Or you can flip the script. You can embrace scarcity. You can let your silence, your absence, your boundaries create the kind of value that words never could. The world doesn't reward those who give everything away. It rewards those who make themselves precious. So ask yourself this: will you keep being the diamond thrown on the sidewalk, or will you become the diamond locked in the vault? The choice is yours. If you're ready to master more forbidden psychology hacks that can transform your confidence, relationships, and success, subscribe now, because the next principle we reveal might just change everything. Stay dangerous, stay untouchable. Until next time.